everyone, and welcome to the channel. This is my mother.
Hello.
This is my sister.
Hi.
So this video is going to be all about our European trip. So we went on a mother-daughter trip, and we've actually been trying to plan this trip since 2020, but we all know what happened. Dun dun dun, the pandemic. And so here we are, and we finally get to go on this trip. And so for me, I was so excited, of course, because we have been planning forever. But to go on a trip with my mother and my sister, like, I was so excited.
But it was always a dream that we had from the mother and daughter outings that we had here in Houston. And I remember saying, we need to have a mother and daughter trip and go to Paris. And some of the ladies have already done it. And then I finally got my chance to go with my daughters.
Yep. So this video is specifically about Paris. And we'll tell you guys our tips, our advice, and a little bit of what we did while in Paris. So, of course, I got my notes because you know me.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about, in general, packing. So what is our tips for packing? Do you have any?
For me, make sure you have waterproof shoes.
Oh,
It rains a lot, and so you need to make sure that when you walk, your socks are not wet and you're not cold.
Comfortable shoes.
Yeah.
Comfortable shoes, because we did a lot of walking. And I was able to do it. I hung in there with them.
Mm-hmm.
So the walking, because the people in Paris, they do a lot of walking.
They're very skinny because they basically
Walk
walk everywhere. They smoke cigarettes and drink champagne.
And
So
wine.
basically, we were the biggest people that I saw.
Maybe one or two.
And they were also American.
They were American.
And
like-
Americans.
And so the tables are small, like everything's small, so it's built
Drinks
for
and
a
cups.
skinny. So yeah, I would definitely go on a diet if you don't go to Paris because you're gonna fill out a plate.
Well, and go on a diet because all the portions are small.
The portions are small.
You don't have to order two breakfasts like I did.
So that's the tip. They eat a lot of bread, but they have small
Yeah,
portions.
that's it. Like, it's just bread.
A little cheese.
Bread. There's nothing else. Also with packing, I would say, and I also saw this for another YouTuber's video, they don't do a lot of color. Like, it's
Red.
it's mostly black, brown, gray. And so I'm happy that I did send that video to them, and so we didn't feel out of place when it came to that. If they do color, then it's everything is that color. Head to toe.
Shoes,
Like, you
purse, hat.
purposely wanted to wear this yellow color, but you do not see that a lot in here. So I would definitely stick to the basic cold tones when it comes to
Primary,
dressing.
well, not even primary, like
Yeah.
blue,
Yeah.
the muted nudes.
Anything on packing, color? Oh, we talked about shoes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so another tip we had is
Bring umbrellas.
oh yeah, because it rains. So
Mhm.
whew, that was a good one. Everybody, you're going to bring it and you're going to use it. So have your
And the
umbrella.
jacket with the hoodie.
Mhm. And the time we went into, so that's always
Oh
important.
yeah, the time of the year.
Our next tip is money. So we made the mistake of exchanging our money at the airport. I would not do that.
Nope.
Everybody use cards in
Credit.
credit cards. You're totally fine. You will need their cash. Was it euros?
Yeah,
You will need
Taxes.
euros, but for taxis. But I would, like I did, we went to a small boutique, and I was able to give them a $20, and they gave me euros back. So don't waste your time or your money trying to do that.
Change.
But like if you're getting like
Exchange.
souvenirs or anything on the street,
Mhm.
like those kinds of things, there are some small things that you need cash for. But again, you don't need a whole lot. So like, don't think you need to go exchange $1,000
Yeah.
or anything crazy. You maybe need like 100, maybe. But you could just pop it into the ATM or
You
do
could
something
take-
there
Yeah.
because you will waste more money doing it at the airport. We did it at the airport in Houston, and the fees.
It costs what, like
Yep,
$10?
it was like $10
Yeah.
to do the exchange plus the exchange rate. So I think we gave the lady 200 and got like maybe 160 back.
Yeah. What?
And so
You gave me 200.
Yeah.
At the beginning of my speech.
Yeah, and it's unnecessary.
Yeah. Okay, so next thing, I want to get you guys' opinion on the food in Paris. How would you rate the food in Paris?
So they do some things very well. Bread. So the croissants are very good. We went to the Emily shop.
So I'm obsessed with Emily in Paris. So I went to all the places. It was amazing.
And the desserts, like all of everything there at that shop really was good.
We wanted everything.
But like, I would say venture off. Don't think you need to eat French food. And someone said that, and sure enough, we went to a restaurant where it was all kinds of different things. We had, Indian, whatever, and we enjoyed that.
Yeah.
How about you?
My favorite food in Paris. Oh goodness, we ate everything. The breakfast was great at that place that was famous.
It was expensive.
Expensive.
$300 for breakfast.
It was.
Well,
yeah, it was horrible. Yeah, it was horrible. Yeah. And how many of us was it? Like probably six.
It was 6 of us.
6 of us.
But I mean, Luby's spent $52.
Yeah.
But it was good. I think our first meal, because we were so excited about it.
The first meal was good.
Just so
it was a place by our Airbnb.
By the Airbnb, and we ate there, and it was good. It was good. They were so nice too.
Like Michelle said, your best bet is to get some type of Asian cuisine because you know that it's going to be seasoned right. So Thai, Chinese, Japanese, anything that's Asian, that's what I would do in Paris because you will get bigger portions, still small, but bigger, and then you know the flavor is going to be good. But that was our experience as far as the food in Paris. And like I said, we chose to stay in an Airbnb, so I would suggest, just anywhere you go, choose an Airbnb over a hotel. The spaces are so small. So even our Airbnb was small, but imagine a hotel room would have been even smaller.
Yes. Yeah. I had a friend who was there at the same time as us on purpose, and she was in a hotel in, kind of in the hustle bustle middle area. Our entire stay is probably what she spent a night. Yeah. And with 3 people in a hotel room as opposed to 3 people in a full, an apartment. And then also it was tiny for her. It was tiny.
Yeah. Okay, and then everybody speaks French, so learn a little French. Yes. Television is all in French, so you don't have time to worry about it.
Yeah,
bring your fire stick. Because the one thing, the time change does throw you off, and you will find yourself awake at odd hours. And I think BBC News was the only thing you probably could get partially if they had a UK station maybe.
Okay. And we use the app on our phone to translate words because one of the restaurants, from Houston, we eat a lot of ice. It's always ice. So I was like, how do you say ice in French? And then iglace. And we would say, waitress, iglace. And then she turned around and said, ice. But it was funny that she knew we were going to ask for ice.
Yeah, I would definitely learn some French words because if you're at any restaurant, they're really big on be respectful and try to speak our language. So when you walk in, make sure you say bonjour, merci, anything you can learn. It switches how they treat you if you're at least trying. So by far you need to learn something when you go to Paris.
And the myth about them being kind of on the mean side is a little true. The waitress, when we were asking for milk, when did we want that milk?
No, that wasn't in Paris.
That was in Paris.
That was
Emily.
It was. You're right.
The milk.
That's when you said. That's when you said we have a lazy tongue.
Yeah. We do have a lazy tongue.
We don't always enunciate our words, and so you were getting coffee. And she wanted milk in her coffee, but she was like, with milk. Yeah, coffee with milk. And the lady was like, milk? Meat? And then she was like, mint. And then it was like, no, what? Milk. And she said, milk. And then later
walked away.
But later we saw something where milk was spelled M-E-L-K.
Yeah, milk.
So it was a joke for the rest of the trip.
Yeah, you want
About the
milk.
Milk, not mint.
So, our next tip, we'll talk about transportation in Paris. One of my favorite things that I loved is we did the hop on, hop off bus. And so we were able to get around for free. I think it was $30, it was actually $30 per person. And we did it for 2 days. And so we went to all the main attractions, and you get on this bus, you can hop off at any time and get back on. So, you brought it up, right? The hop on. And I wish we would have did it day one and kind of rode around, and then you're learning all the history of Paris. Like it was amazing. And I wish we would have did that first, rode around, and then decided what we wanted to actually go to afterwards. But yeah, hop on, hop off.
You can basically use it in place of Uber or anything like that, because it's the flat fee, and you just jump on, you know the spots where you're going, and you can see, you decide to pick restaurants in that area and just get back on. It's a more economical way to get around.
How was your night like? Because I camped out on one of those nights. How was your night like? Y'all went out.
So we went to this really dark place.
The cocktail experience.
It's
super dark. My sister.
I know, right? I had fun because I have fun anywhere you go. Like, you control your fun. It was super dark. I was tired, and I just had champagne. I didn't have anything. My whole thing was like, drink champagne. You're in Paris. But yeah, it was a fun time.
Yeah, it was easy. Like, the people in the evening, you know, everybody's there to have a good time, just like anywhere else, you know? So you go, you have a drink, you socialize with your friends, and that's it.
Yeah. So
I was asleep.
I dropped my notes. I think that was I was gonna talk about the other group that we were with. They prepaid for a lot of events.
Yeah.
I would not suggest that. Like I said earlier, do the hop on, hop off. See what you want to do and then pay for stuff. When it comes to the museum, the Louvre, it's massive. It is massive. So that is a 1 day. You can do that in 1 day.
Yeah. And I would say get tickets ahead of time for that.
Yeah.
Because the line can be a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
If you want to do any of the museum type things, and just check to see what's going on. So we didn't realize that we went to Paris during Paris Fashion Week. And so a lot of the stuff that we wanted to do was either like closed for private parties or already overbooked because there were so many people there. And we just thought it was a random week, you know, in October. And turns out like, no, man, everybody's here. And it's a big thing.
Yeah.
So maybe check, you know, what's going on if you can. But yeah, otherwise maybe one planned event, but give yourself grace and room to just kind of free ball it and see how you want to.
And if you don't want to do the big museum, I would do one of the fashion museums. It's about 3 of them, so I would definitely do like a smaller museum, and then kind of see what you want to do. Because too structured of a trip, you just feel like you're constantly go, and then you're so jet lagged. So yeah,
the shopping was great. Looking for that bag in the Louis Vuitton stores all over Paris.
Oh yeah,
that was fun.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed that. The upper end of Paris, because they have the upper end and then they have the middle end and then the lower end and all the historical stuff.
Yeah, just like anywhere, which we did see on the subway. You could tell the difference between the subway stations where it's well lit, the benches are nice, it's clean, and then where it's a little bit like, okay.
Yeah.
Graffiti, the people,
Any last tips for Paris, ladies?
I don't know.
Okay.
Just have fun.
Get a beret.
Get a beret. Yep, get a beret. And I forgot. There's a place in Paris called The Neighborhood. We think. I will verify.
It is. It's called.
It was the most.
It was beautiful.
It was a girl that we were with, and she was really adamant about going, and we were just like,
yeah. Doing all
okay,
stuff,
like
shopping,
that's fine. It's your turn. It's your turn to. We'll do whatever you want to do. When we pulled up, the experience was amazing. It was just like, like we were supposed to be there. It was sunset, the vibe. It was a church. Charlotte got
steps.
the opportunity to light a
Oh,
candle.
for grandmother.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
so
would
cool.
definitely do that free, a free event,
Oh,
and
yeah, free.
the atmosphere. People had like wine and cheese. I wish we would have done that.
The
Just-
staircase that just
Mhm.
went all the way up to this magnificent church. Now people were all there sitting on those steps waiting for the sunset, and they had one guy down there playing the music.
Yeah.
He was playing some French music at one time, and then he started playing B.B. King at
Yeah.
another time. And everybody right there on the steps of this beautiful, breathtaking Catholic church. Just
Because that's the whole vibe
having a
of Paris.
time.
Like
Just-
they do not live to work. They enjoy life.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's something I got from Emily in Paris. It's illegal to work on the weekends. You don't take phone calls. They start work around like 9:30, 10. They take 2-hour lunches. Like they enjoy life.
They don't put you out in restaurants.
Mm-mm, you
We were
stay.
at one
Oh.
restaurant for about
You
4
have
hours.
to you have to ask for your
Yeah,
check.
you have to ask for a check.
And when you get ready to leave,
Mhm.
yeah.
One other tip though, make sure you keep your belongings and your things on you because there are people
Yeah.
who are pickpocketing and targeting. And one of the things that I found out, there's always somebody with a petition type of a thing. Oh, can you sign? We just need signatures. And so while you're over here doing this, somebody has come and snatched everything from you. And we heard of some other people that happened to.
Mhm.
And so just really kind of pay attention to that.
Yeah. Be aware of your surroundings.
Mhm.
Okay, well that is our tips and advice for Paris. Stay tuned for our next video where we talk about Amsterdam and London. Thank you for watching.
Bye-bye.